It's your boy G.
I'm Aries, y'all.
And we back with another video. We just got done watching Without Remorse with Michael B. Jordan.
The beautiful.
I tried to watch it last night, y'all, and I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't feeling it, and it was like... Z's. She finished watching.
I always do. I always end up watching movies by myself.
I was KO'd. Y'all already know what it is. We about to give y'all the good, the bad, and the ugly about Without Remorse. Tom Clancy's Without Remorse. Let's get into it.
Let go.
For those of you who don't know, Tom Clancy is a novelist. He writes books.
I did not know this.
A lot of these books go on to become film adaptations and video games.
That's your lane.
Exactly. I'm a gamer. Hey, if you want PlayStation, Brave 446 Wish, hit me up. We can play 2K together. But anyway, some of these adaptations turn into movies or video games, right? I played Tom Clancy's Breakpoint, Ghost Recon, Tom Clancy's The Division. And then some of the movies are, of course, Tom Clancy's Without Remorse, this new movie that we're discussing now. And he also makes Jack Ryan. Jack Ryan was a cool movie.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah. So y'all, some of the good about this movie is Michael B. Jordan.
I mean, his acting is, regardless of what you think about the film or any film he's in, his acting is always going to be on point. The boy is talented and he foreign. That's really all I came for, is the foreignness. I don't know about you.
I appreciate the black faces in the movie. Michael B. Jordan, Coleman Domingo from Fear the Walking Dead, Joni Turner-Smith from Queen and Slim.
And she was in a position of leadership, a lieutenant commander, a black woman. Can you get with it?
Also, the return of the beautiful Lauren London. It's good to see her back working after losing Nip. You know, I'm sure it's tough for their family, so we send out prayers to Lauren. Good to see her back in the movie.
This was a nice little comeback for her. Her role in the film it wasn't a small role, it was a major role, but her appearance on screen was limited. But when she was on screen, I was convinced.
Yeah.
She performed well, and of course she's beautiful.
Yeah, definitely.
Love seeing her.
Definitely. Another good thing about this film is that the lead operative is a black man. It's very rare that we get to see a black man in a position like James Bond or like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible.
And those are definitely the vibes that I was getting from this film. If there's going to be a black James Bond, a black Ethan Hunt, Michael B. Jordan, all the way. He did his thing in this movie. Of course, he's already ripped from Creed. He's huge.
That while you're saying that is another good thing about this film, y'all. Like, Michael B. Jordan served as a producer on this movie.
Right. The
boy is doing big things. Young black male coming up in Hollywood. He's directing the next Creed movie. So like, Michael B. Jordan is on the rise. So that's good. That's like super good. One other good thing about the movie was the fight sequences. You know, when you watch Jason Bourne and James Bond, like, it's very rare that they get beat up and bloodied and stuff like that. Like, maybe out of 4 fights, one of them, they'll get injured. Like, Michael B. Jordan was bloody. Like, he was really like having to like fight his way out of like life and death situations, which I feel like made the movie more real for me.
It felt very realistic and organic. It felt real.
Exactly. So that was a good thing. The last thing is, there's an Easter egg in this movie. We're giving y'all the spoiler early right off the jump. Rainbow Six, which is another Tom Clancy novel and video game, they dropped the Easter egg. There's going to be a part 2 to this movie. Michael B. Jordan is forming the Rainbow Six team, and they're going to be like a counter-terrorism squad. That is kind of operates like the MI6 in James Bond and Ethan Hunt in Mission Impossible.
Definitely. And I could definitely see a sequel to this film. It just makes sense to me.
Yeah, it's going to be good. I think they'll be able to expand in the next movies. So while we're speaking about expanding, let's talk about the bad. Let's jump into the bad about this movie. There were a few bad things about this movie. Like, the number one thing that I'll say, what Wifey said, Lauren London wasn't really in the movie. Like, I feel like she got killed like 7 minutes and 52 seconds into the movie, and then she came back for like a premonition at the end of the movie, which was another like 2 minutes and 36 seconds. So like she was on screen for 11 minutes in total.
I mean, it did seem like they could have maybe had a couple flashbacks showing him and her together, or maybe he could have grieved a little more in the film so we could actually see him doing something other than just killing people.
Yeah, and that it's crazy that you say that, because that was one of my bad points. Like, y'all, we take notes. I know y'all probably think we low-level movie reviewers, but like we got a whole notepad and all that. It's real.
Who think that?
But I took that as part of my notes. Like, I would have appreciated to see him grieving more, like having to pull himself out of like a drunken stupor and like slap himself like I got to snap it back together and avenge the death of my wife and my baby.
But you know what? Maybe he ain't had time for that. I ain't got time for that. I can grieve after I killed a mofo who killed my wife. Then I'll grieve.
That is true. That is true. And like, that's another bad. Like, man, they killed a pregnant woman with a baby. She's in the bed sleeping.
I can't take stuff like that, okay? I got babies now. I'm a whole mommy. Stuff like that, it leaves me in a bad mood all day. I can't deal.
So that was bad. I mean, you know, it's a movie. It has to happen, but that was part of the bad. Another bad aspect of this movie was some of the scenes. It was like they were dragging them on too long. There was a scene where they were trying to shoot themselves out of a building in Russia, and it seemed like I was watching this scene for literally like 25 minutes of the movie.
It does seem like they could have the movie could have progressed a little bit quicker.
Progression, which brings us to the last point, the ugly.
What was ugly?
I don't want to bash it too hard, but it just seems like lately the movies that we have been watching, the writers have been failing. They've been failing. They have not been doing a super good job.
I will have to say that I agree. The writing is a little bit. I mean, I like the overall plot of the story. It just seems like the execution and the progression. The execution and the progression of the story and
missed the mark.
The development.
Yeah, man. The movie was 1 hour and like 59 minutes. I did not know what the movie was about until 1 hour and 28 minutes into the movie. There was only 30 minutes left, y'all, when I figured out what was really going on. I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, there was no like backstory or like showing what happened or why they killed his wife and his baby. You literally don't know.
And I mean, when you learn the reasoning, it still don't make sense. Like,
no.
Make it make sense. It don't make sense.
So another teaser. They were trying to start a war. They said every big country needs a big enemy. Starting war boosts the economy. They're selling weapons. It brings money into the country. The story was that the United States, some little twerp, you all know, like some suited up bad guy who can't fight and can't shoot, is trying to cause a war with Russia. And they kill a bunch of operatives. But like, I didn't understand why.
It was a little weak for me.
Yeah.
That the reasoning behind killing this man's wife and unborn baby was to start a war with Russia. Like, what that got to do with me?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't get it.
Yeah, it was weird, y'all. I mean, that's why I was saying, hopefully with us knowing that Rainbow Six is coming next, they'll have more time to expand on the writing, develop the characters more, and just like give us a good story from beginning to end. Like, when I watch something, I want to be riveted. I want to see like Breaking Bad writing.
Ooh, riveted.
Yes.
He wants it to be riveting.
Riveting. Like, I need to feel it. I don't want to watch a movie with all these great actors and be like, because the writing isn't developed enough.
I will say, if a movie is really good, he's not going to fall asleep.
Exactly. And this is my type of movie. Action. So y'all, go watch Without Remorse. It's streaming on Amazon Prime right now. It's free. You don't have to pay for it. If you have Amazon Prime, you can watch it. We logged in under my mama's account and we got to watch Without Remorse. So you can watch it for free too.
If you watch for no other reason, please, Michael B. Jordan's abs. That's all I'm saying. That's all I need to say.
Man.
Even if you're not attracted to him, you can aspire to be like him.
Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all a secret for real. Like, every time I see a Michael B. Jordan movie, the man makes me want to work out. Like, I remember I seen the first Creed, it was snowing, and I was running in the snow. Straight up running in the snow. See, Without Remorse, I was in my garage lifting weights because he's just like a specimen, dude. Like, you want to look like Michael B. Jordan.
He is a work of art.
But y'all, make sure you watch Without Remorse. Let us know how you feel about this movie. We always thank y'all so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoy these videos. Keep coming back. Make sure you subscribe for the good vibe.
Always a good vibe, y'all.
And we'll catch y'all on the next video.
He about to take me on a date.
See y'all soon.